This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. I'm outside the Fox and Goose, which is a place here in Sacramento that has some amazing breakfast. Anyway, got a question to answer for the Power Project today from Real McCoy 22. Real McCoy 22 wants to know how he can break up his West Side barbell training over a longer period of time so he has more rest. It just feels like he's not recovering very good. He feels like he has poor recovery ability. First of all, congratulations on identifying that and recognizing that. But secondly, I would kind of question the way that you're training. That's the first thing that I'd look into. You could simply be going too heavy too often. So look into that. Make sure you're following some of the percentages. Buy the West Side book of methods. Don't just mix a bunch of mumbo jumbo out there. Even from myself, don't just mix a bunch of information out there. Don't just mix a bunch of articles together. One from Dave Tate, one from Jim Wendler, and one from Louie Simmons, and compile it together and think that you have the right program. Buy the book from Louie Simmons, the West Side Barbell Method, and make sure you got your shit together. Secondly, though, you wanted to kind of know how you could blend it, the ME days and DE days over like a 2-week span. You have a couple of options. You could train max effort 1 week and dynamic effort the next with small workouts in between. For example, you can do your max effort upper, your max effort lower body. You can do one on, let's say, a Monday. You can do the other one on, let's say, like a Wednesday or Thursday. And you can have all that other space, all that other time off in between and do your dynamic effort work the following week. I know some athletes who utilize these training methods with some success because they have football, they have MMA, they have other things to attend to, so they can't just be ogre meatheads like myself and train, and sleep and eat and all that stuff. So that's one way of doing it. And you could have, like I said, you could have kind of smaller workouts in between so you don't feel like a fat ass, you don't feel too lazy. Another way of doing it is simply go day 1, day 2, day 3, and train every other day. You could do the math, you can write it out in a calendar, and it should work out pretty well. It'll give you a full extra day of recovery. If that doesn't work, just do the day 1, day 2, day 3, and go 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 2 days off, and so on until it finally starts to work for you. I know some athletes of old, some power lifters back in the day. Some guys used to have quite a bit of rest in between their training sessions. In between their heavy sessions, they'd do bodybuilding type workouts. In the meantime, and they would do, let's say, like a powerlifting session with some deadlifting, like only one time every like 7 to 10 days or so. So there's a lot of ways of mixing it up, a lot of ways of doing it. But first things first, I would look into your nutrition, I would look into your sleep, and I would make sure that you have your training program correct. A lot of people want to try to talk about drugs when they talk about recovery, but I'm here to tell you that drugs do not help you recover. They help you lift more weight, and they actually make things about 45 times worse for you. So just because somebody is assisted doesn't mean they go in and do 12 sets of legs and they don't feel it. So don't get the wrong impression, the wrong impersonation of what drugs can do for you. What they can do for you is they can make you stronger over a period of time, and it kind of snowballs. It has a small percentage effect, and over a period of time, that small percentage effect will turn into a bigger percentage. So that's about all they really do. So don't blame it on that. If you're a drug-free lifter, don't think that you can't recover. Don't use it as an excuse. Don't use it as a crutch. And I'm out of here because I got to go eat some English bangers. And that's it from SuperTraining.tv. And lastly, make sure you buy a hat that has a gun on it, just so nobody fucks with you. Later.